Welcome everyone to Super Bowl in Canton as we continue our exciting challenge series with the opening rounds of the Super Bowl region. I'm your host, Mark Martin, and I want to thank you for joining me, and I'd like to thank Super Bowl in Canton for being our host center. Now, as you remember, we started this year's challenge with 16 teams representing various bowling centers and groups from around the Metro Detroit area. These 16 teams, they're divided into two regions named for our challenge host centers. Merri-Bowl in Livonia and right here at Super Bowl in Canton. Now you already saw the Merri-Bowl Steel Curtain team. They won the Merri-Bowl region earlier this season. And they're patiently awaiting the winner of this region's series of matches to go one-on-one and claim the top prize. But who will their opponent be? We'll have to wait and see. So let's take a look at the 8 Super Bowl region teams. They're the host team Super Bowl, Perfect Game, Astro Lanes, and Sarah Shank, 5-Star, Lady Liberty, Merri-Bowl, and Oak Lanes. So we start with 8 teams in the region, then 4, and then finally the winner of the last match earns the right to represent the Super Bowl region in the final season-ending championship match against the Merri-Bowl Steel Curtain team. 16 teams, 2 regions, 1 Bowling Showcase champion. So let's look at today's first round matchup. Our final first round match features Merri-Bowl squaring off against Oak Lanes. Merri-Bowl comes into the challenge with a team of experienced bowlers full of swagger. And newcomers Oak Lanes, they're here to get in on the action and prove they have what it takes to go all the way. These two teams head into the battle for the final spot in the semifinals. Pins will be flying. So there you have it. Helping me call all the action is Women's Series standout, former Team Canada member, and recently elected Michigan State USBC Hall of Famer, Robin Orlikowski. I'm going to move into position laneside, get a little bit better view of the action, but we'll be right back with the start of the match after these messages on Bowling Showcase. The Michigan State USBC provides tournament competition and recognition for men, women, and youth bowlers in Michigan. The Youth Championship starts in March at Alert Lanes in Essexville and Monitor Lanes in Bay City. The Masters and Senior Masters occur in March at Thunderbolt Lanes in Allen Park. The Queens, the Pepsi, and Senior events will finish the season. Visit MichiganStateUSBC.com for entry blanks and more information on the Michigan State USBC.
Hello, my name is Doug Saweski, General Manager at Super Bowl Lanes. On behalf of the staff, we'd like to welcome everybody to the Bowling Showcase Super Bowl Regional. We hope everyone has a great time. Let's throw it over to Mark and Robin.
Here we are in the final match of the first round of the Super Bowl region.
Yeah.
Robin Orlikowski, thanks for being with us.
This has been fun.
Okay, so the Merri-Bowl away team is up against a brand new team, the Oak Lanes team. I know you talked to both teams. You got any sense of what might happen here?
I just think they're both here to have some fun. They were all very pleasant to talk to. Oak Lanes likes to joke around a lot, so I expect lots of laughs and high fives from
I know
both
it took you a while to interview them, I know that.
they were my last ones.
Yeah, I thought you were never going to get done talking to them. I didn't think that was you doing it, I thought it was them. So Heather Ringrose is the leadoff bowler for the Merri-Bowl team. Heather's a high average of 185, been bowling since the age of 2.
Wow.
Look at that 7-pin.
Holy cow.
She leaves the 4-7. I thought the 7 was going to maybe topple into the 4 for a second.
I feel like that went complete 360.
I'm sure it did. I saw the label twice.
Yeah. Talked to Heather before the match, and she's kept very busy by her children. Enjoys taking them to the Junior Gold. They've already qualified to go to the Junior Gold in Vegas this summer.
Oh, very nice, very nice. That's great for young bowlers to experience that. Okay, up for the Oak Lanes team, Jason Papa, the owner of Oak Lanes. Jason, thank you for putting your team in there. I know you put a youth team in also. Caleb Blanchard now up on the right-hand lane, high average 217.
Wow, nice. Almost a 7-9 to fall late there, but that was a great shot.
Crushes it.
Nice way to start off for her team.
So Betty Moore now up for the Merri-Bowl team, a high average of 170. She started at bowling at the age of 62. Wow.
I asked her what the best thing about bowling is, and she said that she likes to she's made lots of good friends from bowling. It also helps her keep very physical and healthy.
Very good. She leaves a 3-pin. Her high average, again, 170. She was born in Japan. First time she ever bowled in Japan, it was 25 cents a game.
I don't know. I mean, I bowled for 75 cents, but not 25. Oh, it's got a chance here.
It does. Hey, yeah. Look at that expression.
She's all surprised.
That's right. Look at that expression. Oh. Very nice, Betty. Good job. Dan Kelsey Sr. lives in Novi, high average of 222. Up on that right-hand lane for Oak Lanes.
Ball skid just a little too much there. Didn't really ever get into a roll, leaving the 2-pin.
Leaves the 2-pin. Pretty easy spare. Move a couple boards right on your feet and throw the same ball, right?
Yep, I would probably move about 2 or 3 boards right, same mark. Gets his ball so close to his face, it's almost like he's kissing his ball. There we go.
Good shot, Dan. After 2 frames, Oak Lanes has a 1-pin lead. Next up for the Merri-Bowl team, Michael Dickerson. His mother bowls for the Ansara Shank team. A couple weeks ago she bowled. She'll be coming back in the semifinals next week. So Mike Dickerson up on lane 56 here at Super Bowl.
What a great shot. Nice, trips the 4.
Trips the 4.
He didn't like it though. He came back shaking his head. I think just because it wasn't complete flush strike, but you can't, I mean, you got a good read off of it. And
it's not how, it's how many sometimes.
Yeah, all he has to do is then maybe move a little bit left, but next time he bowls is going to be on the right lane.
That's true. Brian Reagan now up for the Oak Lanes team on the right-hand lane. Got an 814 high average, and he thinks his high average was 228. 814 high series, I should say. Leaves the 2-8.
Brian runs the Midwest Scratch Bowling Series, the MSBS, and I asked him, why do you do that? Why do you run tournaments? And he says he's a competitive bowler himself, and he wanted to give back and wanted to change a couple things. So instead of just talking about it, he wanted to do it.
Very
so
nice.
That's great. And he runs them all over the state, and even into Indiana and maybe even Ohio.
Okay. And he covers the 2-8 pretty easily. Gerald Malcolm lives in Detroit and bowling since the age of 5, 230 average bowler. He is a PBA member with 7 300 games.
He's got a nickname of Cranker, so let's see how much he cranks it. Okay, yep.
And kind of crossed over, but guess what? It's again not how, it's how many.
Slaps it out there.
That's right.
Yeah, I think he deserves that name. Cranker.
That's right, I agree. So Chris Zaytonia up on the right-hand lane. Nope, I'm sorry. Dan McClellan. Sorry for Oak Lanes on the right hand. I was looking at the wrong sheet. Sorry about that, folks. Dan runs the Pro Shop, Premier Bowlers Pro Shop at Oak Lanes, leaves the 2-pin.
Yeah, again, that ball just really didn't ever get into a roll too, so maybe just a little adjustment to the right there.
Kind of threw it right through the break point, didn't
yeah.
he?
Mm-hmm. But again, another 2-pin here, relatively easy conversion.
A little bit of carry down, I think, going on, too.
He has 3,300s to his name and an 856 as a high series.
Good cover, Dan. Now, Chris Zaytonia. How's that?
There we go.
Merri-Bowl working on a double with a 12-pin lead here in the 5th frame of the 4th match of the first round of the Bowling Showcase Challenge Super Bowl region. That was a mouthful.
Yes, it was. So Chris is putting in his interchangeable thumb in there. What's nice about those is it's a consistent fit in all of your bowling balls. Nice.
And a good strike for Chris.
Giving
Merri-Bowl is
me-
going to go to the
yeah.
break with it, with 3 strikes in a row. That's kind of nice. Dave
Nice.
Grabos now up for the Oak Lanes team. High average 232. He's a CAD designer in his day job and been bowling since the age of 8.
53 300 games and 23 800 series. Oh,
Solid 7.
yeah, that just wrapped
Left-handed.
around the 7-pin there. He's going to go for his spare ball. Go straight at it. Best thing about bowling for him is the friendships that he's made over the years.
And easily covers that. So now we're 5 frames in the books for these teams. Merri-Bowl working on the turkey, got a 23-pin lead. Boy, nice match so far, isn't it?
Yeah, it's, it's clean. I like to see that.
Yep.
They're staying away from the splits. The turkey is definitely helping Merri-Bowl launch them into the second half of the game here, but the game's not over yet, so we got 5 more frames.
Well, teams are going to switch lanes. We'll be back after these messages on Bowling Showcase.
Won a lot of professional tournaments. We won a lot of tournaments worldwide. I mean, we won more in the last 10 years worldwide than any company. We make good bowling balls, and good players use our bowling balls because they can win with them.
The hug pickup, the home run swing, the drum major high step, the genuine joy, the unforgettable party, the food, the friends, the original social network. No matter who you are, it's always a great time. Grab your family, find a friend, and go bowling.
Okay, so now we're back in this match between Oak Lanes and Merri-Bowl, the away team. Merri-Bowl's got a nice little 23-pin lead at the turn.
Yeah, they have a little bit more of a cushion here. I like to see that both teams are clean. The second half of this game here is that if Merri-Bowl can keep up with the strikes, then they'll go home the winners. But I wouldn't rule out Oak Lanes either. They're all
Absolutely.
very talented bowlers.
Well, Kayla Blanchard threw a strike back in the first frame for Oak Lanes. She leads off the second half of the match now. Strike here would be really nice too.
Yeah, start off their team, get a little bit of momentum going. Decent shot, a little high.
Leaves the 4-7.
Some people might call that a fast 8.
Well, Kayla shot an 800 before she shot her first 300. That's kind of unusual.
Yeah, it's more difficult to shoot an 800 because that's 3 games, averaging 266 plus, and then
Oh boy.
Oh, it looks like she's stuck maybe there and pulled it.
All right, Heather Ringrose now up.
Yep.
Merri-Bowl working on a turkey. Back in the first frame, Heather left the 4-7 and easily covered it. Hers was a bit of almost a fast 8 also, as I recall.
Heather doesn't have a 300 game yet, but she's on a mission to shoot one before her kids do.
So
She says they're creeping up on her, though.
So she tugged that one and leaves a 6 pin. So with that open frame by Hoke, the Merri-Bowl team has extended their lead.
All right, no problem.
No problem. Extended their lead to 36 pins. Oak Lane's now up. Dan Kelsey, senior, coming up on the left-hand lane. Left the 2 pin back in the second frame and easily covered it.
I asked him how he got started in bowling, and he just said some of his buddies wanted to go bowling, so he joined them. All right, another
4-7.
4-7.
Do you think Oak might be a little nervous? Look like they're a little tight.
Yeah, they
To
just,
me.
yeah, it's like they just need to loosen up, have some fun. Maybe they should have had some shots of Fireball,
Yeah, like that Lady Liberty team did last week.
but they didn't advance, so maybe not.
Yeah, well, Lady Liberty last week, them Fireball probably didn't do them any good.
All right, there's a conversion there.
There, good cover by Dan. That was Betty Moore. She left that 3 pin back in the second frame, and I'm not going to say easily covered it, but she covered it.
Yes, at least she covered it. In her free time, she likes to crochet and do gardening. She also likes golfing and socializing. All right.
Leaves the 6-10.
She's such a cute lady. She has a no-tap 300. She's really excited about that.
That's okay.
I find a lot of times whenever it's no-tap, if it's 9-pin no-tap, I tend to get 8 pins then. 8 and 7, it's, yeah.
Little cross lane here at this 6-10 by Betty. Uh-oh.
Ouch.
She doesn't like it,
Oh.
and now we see
Okay.
why. Brian Reagan now up on the right-hand lane, or on the left-hand lane, sorry. Left-hand lane. He's the program director at Oak Lanes in addition to his Midwest Scratch Bowling Series. Lives in Flint.
Said the best thing about bowling is the community. Oh, is he gonna trip it?
Oh, he trips the
Wow.
4 and the 10.
Flexing his muscles for that one.
Oak Lanes has got a 22-pin deficit. Michael Dickerson now coming up for the Merri-Bowl team. Back in the third frame, he started that string of 3 strikes for the Merri-Bowl team, the away team for Merri-Bowl. Rich Glome, huge supporter of Bowling Showcase, both as the host center for the youth and the adult this year as last year, and putting in an extra team. We really appreciate his support.
Nice.
Michael throws a strike.
I think he likes that one much better than his last one where he tripped the 4.
I agree. He answers the call.
But he did want to, he said he was very happy to be in bowling, and he got started because of his mom and his dad, Eric Fisher, who's no longer with us, but he was very happy and proud of his mom, too, being in the Hall of Fame.
You bet. In fact, he did her induction speech. Dan McClellan, the pro shop operator at Oak Lanes, up on the left-hand lane.
I asked him what tournament that he hasn't won yet that he really wants to win. And the one thing he would love to get is an eagle. So an eagle is at USBC Nationals, winning one of the different divisions there, whether it be singles, doubles, team, all events. So he really, really wants one of those.
I believe getting an eagle is the hardest title in bowling.
Oh no.
Ouch.
Well, when you're bowling against 10,000 teams and 10,000 people, yeah, I think that's pretty special.
I agree. I agree. Well, Merri-Bowl now, we got Gerald Malcolm coming up for the Merri-Bowl team. Again, Gerald is a PBA member, works at Chrysler, been bowling for 44 years. Cranker, here he comes.
All right, that one,
Leaves the 2-pin.
I think that's been a consistent thing on the right lane here. It's just maybe just missing the break point just a little bit, leaving the 2-pin.
Yep, throwing the ball as hard as he does. Got to have a little friction.
A little, yeah, fast, yep. Changes to a different ball, but this ball is also, I would consider it a strike ball, or ball that you would use on your first ball. He wants to give a shout out to his mom, sister, and Christine Samuels, who got him started in bowling.
And Christine is a great coach in this market. Dave Gravos, the anchor bowler for Oak Lanes, up on the left-hand lane.
Nice.
Throws a nice strike there.
He also, just like Dan, would love to get an eagle. He also likes to participate in the Polish state tournament.
And another strike for Dave. He has 53 300s, 23 800s, and a high series of 843.
He does have a hole-in-one, though. He likes to play golf, and he has a hole-in-one, so that's pretty cool.
It is.
To have 300s and a hole-in-one doesn't happen too often. Very nice.
Closes out with 3 strikes for a 180 for the Oak Lanes team. Merri-Bowl is now up on the right lane. Chris Zaytonia just needs to keep it on the lane, basically, to win this match.
Chris wanted to get a shout out to his children, Nathan, Nicholas, and Olivia. He's really enjoyed coaching his kids over the years and being involved in all their other sports. Now is the time that they get to sit back a little bit and watch them be coached now as they get a little bit older.
So that strike puts this game in the match, puts Merri-Bowl into the semifinals. In a few weeks, we'll be bowling against the 5-star team. That's kind of, it's always good to get that first match under your belt.
Yeah, I think it's helpful.
It's definitely helpful, kind of loosens you up a little bit for the semis.
Yeah, then you know what to expect coming in.
Exactly. Kind of pulled that one. Leaves the 5-9.
His father got him started in bowling, and really got started bowling the father-son leagues. Those are good. I know Super Bowl does leagues, mother-son,
Adult youth
father-daughter. Yep.
All right. So the final score in this fourth match of the first round, final match of the first round of the Super Bowl region, Merri-Bowl, the away team, 202 against Oak, 180. Very nice. Teams are congratulating each other. It was a good match.
Yes, it was. You know, it was pretty.
Oak just couldn't put any strikes together early.
No, not until the 10th frame there, and it was just too late. So with Merri-Bowl's turkey there and frames 3, 4, 5, just helped them at the turn.
Absolutely. So we'll be back after these messages. We'll talk to the winning team about their chances in the semifinals here on Bowling Showcase.
Metro Detroit USBC, your source for everything bowling in the bowling capital of the world. We support USBC certified league and tournament competition. We provide 11 tournaments for all members of our association, including men, women, youth, seniors, scratch, and handicap competition. The top reasons for belonging to the Metro Detroit USBC are having your average recognized, bonding of league funds, rules of the game, assistance in resolving league issues, equipment standards of the game, charities, and awards. Visit us at mdusbc.com.
Okay, so here we are back with the Merri-Bowl. Rich Glom refers to you as the away team,
Yes, he does.
and thanks to Rich. But Heather Ringrose, Heather, what was the key to your victory today?
I think it was just working together. Everybody, you know, we found a good chemistry and just working together off each other today.
Well, you only had one open frame in the whole game. That turkey back in the third, fourth, and fifth frame really set you up, I think.
Yeah, I think it definitely did.
It definitely did. Well, now you're into the semifinals. You're going to bowl against the five-star team. Five-star is a grizzled veteran team. What do you think your chances are there?
You know, I think we have good chances. We're bowling well together, and I think we want to win. So,
Well, congratulations. We'll see you in the semifinals.
thank you. See you then.
Okay, so the semis start next week.
Yes.
The home team Super Bowl against the Ansara Shank team. Should be great, right?
Yeah, I mean, every match has been really good. All the teams who have won are all around the 200 range.
Right.
So I think everybody, I mean, now we're getting down to the best of the best. And so it's going to be really fun.
You got it. We'll see you next week on Bowling Showcase. The semifinals start here at Super Bowl in the Super Bowl region.